You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You realize what you've done?
With Rich Liebig.
The real gangster plays his cards, right?
And Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Woo! Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. We got sports, we've got entertainment, we've got odd news all coming your way on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us for this meal for your mind. We have the week's topics ready to go, and we have some fan mail to get to as well on this week's episode. So stick around. We're going to be addressing some of your questions that you have sent in on social media and YouTube and all that fun stuff. But before we get into all of the fun and the tomfoolery at hand, Mikey, my friend, how are you doing? How is Costanzo Country holding up in the middle of the blizzard of 2026 that we had?
Yeah, part two.
Part two, Electric Boogaloo. Take that.
What's a blizzard if you don't have two parts?
Yes.
No, doing pretty good. This past snow event in the tri-state area, it didn't really impact my area that badly.
Yeah,
so
we were lucky. We're in the northwest suburbs, and this was the complete inverse of what usually happens in the Philadelphia area. Usually we get hit harder than Jersey and the short towns, but this was the complete opposite. The short towns got hit.
Yeah, we got by easy. I mean, outside, this is what? 24 hours post-storm? 24, 36
Yeah, we're
hours?
fine. We're A-okay.
The roads are clear. Sidewalks are bone dry. I have a 50-pound bag of salt. Barely even needed it.
Wait, did you just order that?
I got it after the last one.
Yep, it's your fault. You tempted fate.
So after this past snowfall, I said to Jordan, I'm going to buy one of those little small not snowblower. They're called technically an electric shovel. Those like stick snowblowers. And therefore,
because they're just blowing the snow.
No, it's churning it.
Oh, it's
too.
churning.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's not like a full blown like push thing or like riding snowblower. It's
all right. Yep. Make sure we got our definition straight here.
Yeah, it's So I'm gonna get one of those like stick electric snowblower / shovel things, and basically guarantee that we'll be snow free for the for the rest of my life.
Yep.
Because I know as soon as I order it, it could be the very next day. I click buy, and they're like, "This just in. Pennsylvania will never see temperatures below 32 degrees ever again." So I will take one for the team. I'll spend the $300 some to guarantee that we won't ever have a bad winter ever again.
There you go.
Don't worry.
You're all set.
But other than that,
thank you for your noble sacrifice.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Other than that, though, I did watch One Battle After Another, one of the Oscar-nominated movies, second most nominated movie. It was pretty good. It was
okay.
I feel like
pretty good.
I think for whatever reason, the Oscar movies this year they're just not sticking with me. I've seen Sinners. I've seen One Battle After Another.
Is it just a bad year for movies?
I don't know if it's a bad year for movies, or maybe I'm just getting dumber, or I'm just not paying enough attention.
We've seen bad years for movies. It happens.
We have. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. They are good movies. But when I think back to last year in Oppenheimer and Barbie and Wicked and all these like big heavy hitters, think back to other years. What was it? 2009? I think it was like Inception, Dark Knight, District 9. Like,
yeah, that was 2010. That was a crazy year.
Yeah. Like, so I don't know. 2010. Yeah. So I don't know if it's just bias and even in the more recent years, the year that Power of the Dog was nominated, I thought the movie was phenomenal. Gripping start to finish, didn't win, or Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like,
that was a great movie.
Totally creative and different. For whatever reason, the movies this year, I've seen like 4 of them already, and I couldn't tell you memorable scenes from most of them except for Begonia, but that's clearly not going to win. It was just kooky.
I have a new rule now. Whenever I read a film critic's list, this gets popular right around the Oscars time. Is like these film critics will release like an article that's like, the worst Best Picture movies to win an Oscar, right?
Yeah.
If Everything Everywhere All at Once is on that list, I discredit you instantly.
It was a great movie.
It's a great movie. I don't know how you watch a movie and you're not amazed by that movie.
It's popular to hate on things that are popular.
Well, then you don't get my clout then.
There you go. You heard it here. You heard it here, folks.
That's my official stance. Take that.
That is basically a death sentence for all those film critics.
Yeah.
They just don't know it yet.
I got some pull here in Philadelphia.
He does.
All right. Not a whole lot, but I got some.
He's got some.
I got some. All right.
The definition of some, that's doing a lot of heavy lifting, but he's got some.
I got some. All right, look, we got sent invites to see Conclave a year ago, all right?
That's right,
We
yeah.
are on some sort of list out there to be recognized.
I don't know what kind of list.
I don't know what kind
I don't know if we're being watched.
But we're on some sort of list.
Somebody has a list, and we are on it. But
Yes.
anyway, so that's the list that I'm working on is my Oscar movies. But what have you been up to recently?
Yeah, my weird list now has been Balatro filled. I've really just dug into Balatro recently.
It's a good game. It's
It
really
is.
good.
It's so simple, and then it gets so complicated the more you learn like the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that blew me away, and I think that regripped me and got me hooked again.
It's a tough sell of a game. Like, it's hard to describe what it is. Like, it's poker, but it's not poker. It's a puzzle game, but it's not a puzzle game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It, like, defies explanation, and it's the kind of game that you just have to go try to see how...
I think here's what you have to do. Here's the way I did it. I think maybe this will work out. You try it once. You let it sit in your mind for like a week or a month or whatever. Let it stew. Then let it come back to you. Play it again. Then watch somebody professional play Balatro.
Yeah.
And then it'll blow your mind that like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize like you could do this, and this.
Yeah, and it makes you want to go and try to figure out how you can get that perfect run where you can just make it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a really good carrot on a stick game.
yes.
Like a one more go type of game.
Yes.
And like it's cheap too.
Yeah.
Like you can get it on your phone for like a couple of dollars. Just do it.
I would not recommend getting it on your phone.
Oh yeah, because you'd be playing it nonstop.
Number one, you'd be playing it nonstop. Number two, it's going to drain your battery. And number three, you're just going to be this the entire. You're just going to be eyes attached to the screen the entire time. Not good.
That was me. When I was first playing it, I got it on the phone. I'm like, oh, I'm so done for.
Yeah.
Don't every second of free time, I was like,
don't get it on the phone.
Balatro. Yeah.
Don't get it on the phone. Get it on computer or
somewhere that you have to
console.
sit down and play it because
Yes.
then you'll be forced to eventually leave, hypothetically.
I also think it's a great game to play with your pets.
Okay.
Because I swear, I think
Ooh, that's a YouTube series you could do. You know how they have like girlfriend reviews? You could do like
pet reviews.
pet reviews, yeah.
This is a good one. He doesn't really scream at the TV.
There's no screaming or jumping, right?
You know.
But so it's good for pets though.
Yeah, because you're almost. Somebody said it's like a trance, and I think I'm kind of right. Like it is like a trance between like you're just trying to figure out the logistics of what you're trying to figure out. The music is the same loop over and over again. The visuals are very colorful, but they're not overly colorful. Like it is very like kind of like
It's kind of got like
soothing.
like a psychedelic feel to it too.
Yeah.
As well with like the colors that they use.
yeah. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Yeah, it's been
Okay.
Balatro and
Snow.
some cooking. I mean, the snow really kind
Yeah.
of, everybody was panicked about the snow leading up into the weekend. So you didn't want to really go anywhere, because everybody's like,
Right.
snow's going to get you. Whatever. And then like Sunday, the snow hit. So you didn't want to drive while the snow was falling. So it was just like, all right, I'll just,
Yeah.
stay nice and comfy. And
Stay in and cozy with some Balatro. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. Woo!
That sounds like a very
Living on the
relaxing-
edge.
Living on the edge, right?
Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
All right. Well, then with Balatro out of the way and our personal bit out of the way, as well as Mikey's shirt out of the way,
You stupid fucking dinosaur! Get the out of here!
I
Wow.
noticed.
Of course, it's a dinosaur shirt.
I noticed.
What else would it be?
Every time you wear a dinosaur shirt, I'm pointing it out here on the Crispy Noodle podcast.
That's fine.
That dinosaur been working my motherfucking nerves all night.
I got to get more dinosaur shirts then.
All night.
All night.
All night.
That dinosaur been working my nerves all night.
Just gives me an excuse to play that clip. I love
know.
that. Thank you, Nicki Minaj, wherever you're at. All right, so with that done, let's get to our first batch of topics. It's time for the Sports Sampler.
It's time for the Sports Sampler.
See, you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports. In your face.
All right, sports coming at you in your face. Mikey, you are big into the Winter Olympics, and it is officially done. The Olympics is over. What was the final tally?
Yeah, so the Olympics is wrapped up, and we have the final medal count, and I'm happy to say that the U.S. of A placed second in both total medals with 33 and in gold medals with 12.
Oh, so then they had the most gold medals?
Well, they were second in gold medals.
Oh, second gold medals.
They were second in total medals and second in gold medals.
Oh.
First
Who was first? What the hell happened here?
First was Norway. You can't beat Norway.
At their own game. Damn it.
They were first in both total medals and gold medals with 41 and 18 respectively.
Oh no! We suck again!
Well,
they weren't first. How dare they?
What is this Talladega Nights? If you ain't first, you're last.
That's right.
I think
Son,
we
that's
did.
a ridiculous statement. There's second place, there's third place, there's fourth place.
That's how I like to look at it. Like, we performed very well on the global stage. We represented very well. It's tough in the Winter Olympics. Some of these countries have like a chokehold on some of these events.
Yeah, I imagine Norway would.
So I'm looking.
Damn Scandinavians.
The Scandinavians, they kill it. Norway and the Netherlands were the other two teams in the top three. It was Norway, us, and then the Netherlands. And
the Dutch.
They just the Dutch. But they just kill it, and specifically they kill it in cross country skiing and biathlon. They absolutely obliterated the competition. 14 total medals in cross country skiing. I didn't even know there were that many events in cross country skiing.
Could you just load up like a certain event?
Yes.
Like, oh, there's 25 races for skiing.
I think that's what they did. Take the Netherlands, for example, in third. They had 20 total medals. 13 of them were in speed skating. They only medaled in two types of sports, speed skating and short track speed skating. Those are every single one of their medals. Two different types of speed skating.
Oh.
Yeah, shouldn't there be like a limit to how many versions of the same event?
I don't make the rules. I don't make the sports. I just
Who makes
report
the
on
rules in the sports.
I have no idea. I don't know how the Netherlands acquired 20 medals, but in only two sports. Different, and they're two versions of the same thing. They're both speed skating.
I think I now feel the way you feel when I mention something about like college football or basketball or something.
And all the different crazy
like,
conferences and scenarios.
What are we doing here? Like,
I don't know why there's so many types of speed skating and why
Yeah.
Norway has, or the Netherlands has every single medal in those events.
that's like
It's crazy.
That sounds like you're artificially inflating your numbers.
They're like, yeah, how many speed skating events should they be? And then the Netherlands is like, probably 20.
Next year,
Next year, 25.
was it 2030?
2030, yeah, 2030.
2030 is going to be 89 speed skating events.
It's a lot of speed skating.
Well, we got to do 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter.
Apparently, one meter. So just 3 feet. They just lunge forward. Sure, why not?
Just got to fall over. Who's the quickest at falling on their ass?
That would be me.
Yeah, we could win that.
We could win that.
Make that a sport.
I wouldn't even be able to get to the start line. I'd be so good that I'd be on my ass even before I got there.
Make that a sport.
Olympics.
How dare you?
We'll get in touch with the IOC, the International Olympic
IOC,
Committee.
where
yeah.
you at?
Yeah, more speed skating for us and the Netherlands.
Yes.
But the US of A is a nice, well-rounded country. We have medals in lots of different events. Our top event was in skiing as well, but specifically freestyle skiing. And we also had a fair number of medals in speed skating as well. Why are there so many speed skating events?
Yeah,
I don't
how many
understand.
speed skating events?
I don't know. Apparently, like 30-some medals worth.
How many curling events are there? I thought that's the big sport. I thought everyone loves curling.
There's a lot of curling events. We only had a silver in curling.
What the hell? I
Yeah.
thought this is the big revolution. I thought everybody loved curling.
Have you watched curling?
I've seen clips here and there. I don't know. I remember there was...
Are you trying to tell me it's not exciting?
I heard that there was a big brouhaha about the Frenchman who...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Canadian. He pushed the stone.
Oh, was it Canadian?
I think it was Canadian.
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
I don't remember. But yeah, he like pushed the stone after it passed the line, which is a big no-no.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that.
So the next time golf has a ridiculous rule, I don't want to hear any complaints, all right?
You need to watch curling, though. Curling is exhilarating. The strategy and the precision that they have. I'm not kidding. It sounds like I'm doing a bit, but I'm not kidding.
You literally sound like me defending golf.
Curling is my golf. What can I say?
Curling is my golf. Welcome to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You know, you listen.
Put that on a shirt. Curling
is my golf. Listen, you listen to the grass grow. I listen to the sound of that stone on the ice as it curls and they sweep.
That's a pretty good sound effect.
Yeah.
Do it again. Awesome. All right,
and then they sweep.
Very good.
There you go.
Very good.
Curling. But the Olympics was a lot of fun. It's also fun to note that the U.S. men and women's teams both took home gold medal in ice hockey. This is huge. The women continue their streak of medaling in every single women's hockey event that the Winter Olympics have had since '98. They've medaled in every single one. And the men, though, this is their first medal in hockey since 2010. And their first gold since 1980 Miracle on Ice.
Wow.
Yeah, so
there you go. That's
46 years in the making. Yeah. So
shoot. Did you this went viral. There was a clip of someone at Harry's Tap Room. Someone got dressed up as the coach from the 1980s men hockey team.
Oh yeah.
And he did the full speech in the movie Miracle.
Oh wow!
And like they made him stand up on the bar stool over here, right down here
in Ambler
at Harry's Tap Room.
I didn't see that. No.
And they made him get up on the bar stand, and he did the full speech.
That's awesome.
During the intermission in the final game.
Well, now he has to do it every 4 years because apparently that's what led to them. That's what led to them winning.
That's the good luck charm.
Yeah.
He lives here in Ambler.
He's a local guy.
So we got to get him for 2030.
Sure. We ship him out to the Olympics, wherever it is.
Yeah.
But the next Olympics is 2028 summer in L.A.
Yeah, it's summer. Yeah.
Trying to get tickets. We'll see. Probably won't happen, but you never know.
Yeah, you would go to the Olympics?
I'd go to oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait, are you telling me you wouldn't? If you had a chance to go to the Olympics, you wouldn't?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do?
What do you go watch a sport? What are you talking about?
I'm not a big. I don't know.
You like every single sport except all of the Olympic sports. Basketball is summer.
Basketball. Yeah, I would watch basketball.
Volleyball is fun. The swimming events, they draw big crowds. Skateboarding is pretty cool. You could go see breakdancing.
They do skateboarding?
They do skateboarding. And
is that not just the X Games anymore?
Nope, they do skateboarding. And in 2028, this is where you're overlooking it, introduction of flag football.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to try to be there. Probably not, but I'm going to try.
All right, you sold me on that one.
So you're coming to the Olympics with me?
All right, let's go.
All right, 2028, we're going to be there in L.A.
Special Crispy Noodle episode.
If we could actually go to the Olympics in 2028, we could just go to L.A. and just like try to sneak in.
There's like 8 million podcast studios over in LA. Let's just steal one of them.
I'll just make a badge that says press.
Yeah.
They won't. What do you think they're going to verify? They're going to see 100,000 people all with press badges. You just act like you're supposed to be there. Carry a ladder. You ever hear about the ladder theory?
Oh yeah.
You walk in any location with a ladder, nobody's going to stop you.
Yeah.
You're carrying a 10-foot thing made out of metal.
Nobody wants to stop the ladder.
Nobody's going to stop you.
Yeah.
I say we do it.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool.
Get
2028 will be at the Olympics.
And we're going to get arrested.
But we'll get to see what an LA County jail looks like.
Whee! We're reporting live from the jail. That'd be funny.
But there you go. That is the Winter Olympics all wrapped up. Go Team USA. Pretty good showing. And looking forward to 2028 and the summer ones.
All right. Sounds good. All right. I teased this for a little bit, so why don't we get into it? We actually have some fan mail. here in this part of the show. Yes, we do check our feeds and everything. So, yeah, we got a little bit of fan mail to address here. This first one is in sports, so we bring it up here in the sports sampler, and it is for Mikey. This is from user Seguno002. I'm going to assume I'm going to assume he's going for the Bond angle here with his username.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Seguno002.
I'm going with that. I don't think it's 002. I'm going to go with Seguno002. That's his username.
Okay.
And this was off of last week's podcast where we discussed about NBA and their tanking issues. And it's still a problem. The NBA actually had an emergency meeting with their executives and ownership to review possible options to try and counter purposeful tanking. So the NBA knows that they've got a problem on their hands. So we'll see how they're going to address it in the future. But Seguno002 has an issue with you, Mikey, because you were ragging on NBA for it. Well, he mentions that, quote, the NFL tanks too. So should Mikey's favorite league, the NFL, address this issue as well? I don't know, Mike. What do you think? Is this an issue for the NFL then, or could it become an issue down the road if, look, the NBA probably at one point was in the NFL boat where they're like, tanking happens, but, what are you going to do about it? Now they're having widespread tanking. Do you think the NFL could ever get to that point? And if so, should the NFL address it?
Okay, so there's a few things here, and they're not mutually exclusive. So I'll start off by saying, Seguno002, thank you for the question. Thank you for the interactions. I agree. I think that if there is an issue with tanking in the NFL, that it should be addressed. Where I disagree is that I don't think that there currently is one. And it comes down to how we define issue. Is there tanking in the NFL? Certainly. We all remember the tank for 2 years, right?
Yes.
We've seen teams, the Eagles back in Doug Peterson's last season, they pulled starters. I forget. It was
the Giants game.
Yeah, they pulled starters.
Yeah.
Clearly, they were trying to, they didn't want to really win. Tanking certainly does happen. I think tanking happens in every sport. I think that we'd be foolish to say that it doesn't happen in X, Y, and Z sports. I think it happens in all of them. But I think where we differ is our opinion on what constitutes a problem or an issue. The reason why I think that the tanking in the NFL is less of an issue is because I made the point last week that, you get that number 1 overall pick. That's one player on a roster of 53 people. And at any given point, that one player can only be one of 11 guys on the field. So less than 10% of your current personnel. Whereas in the NBA, that one guy could be 20% of your players on the field or the court at any given time. One player can completely turn a basketball team around. One player in the NFL, okay, you get the quarterback. What about the left tackle that's going to block for him? What about the running back that's going to take the pressure off him? What about a wide receiver for him to dump the ball off to? Whereas in basketball, you get one good point guard. You get an Allen Iverson, a LeBron James, a Kobe Bryant. These guys can take a team all the way to the playoffs basically by themselves. We've seen it happen. Whereas in the NFL, you get a Peyton Manning. How many Super Bowls did Peyton Manning win with the Indianapolis Colts?
1.
Exactly 1. And then his corpse got dragged to a second one with the Denver Broncos. So having one guy doesn't lead to the same success as it does in the NBA. The other thing that I think...
can I just do devil's advocate?
Sure.
Though quarterback is often regarded as the most important position in all of sports.
A lot of Hurts haters would say that the defense won us the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, also,
fair enough.
I mean, and like Ben Roethlisberger wasn't like the offensive mastermind. He was very much a game manager when he won. Eli Manning was a regular season dud and all of a sudden became like a god in the postseason. Like, quarterback isn't always, a lot of the times it is, but isn't always like the singular end all be all. Like Sam Darnold won.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm not trying to not knock Sam Darnold, but like, tell me 2 years ago.
Nobody would have thought Sam Darnold was going to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Right. And 3 other teams had a shot at him.
Literally, no, 4.
Or was it 4?
Yeah.
It was Jets, Panthers, Vikings.
And 49ers had them.
And yeah.
They all passed on
They all said no. So, sorry, I appreciate the devil's advocate. But again, I say that, you know, NFL is one of the most important and most team-oriented sports when it comes to every player has to matter, has to fit into this puzzle. You can see, you know, years past, another example, I think it was the LA Chargers had like the number 1 ranked offense, the number 1 ranked defense.
San Diego Chargers, yep.
And their special teams was like middle of the field. They got smoked.
No, they were the worst.
Oh, were they the actual worst?
They like all their. It's funny if you look back on that season, like all their turnovers happened on special teams.
It was crazy. Their offensive defense were like
lights out.
Lights out. Special teams. The thing that everybody forgets about. The point that I'm trying to get at
the
is
kicker was kicking out of bounds. It was like, are you serious?
Right. It's like things that shouldn't be losing you games was losing them games.
Right.
But the point that I'm chasing here is that that's why I don't think it is, or it inherently can't be an issue, because you can trade the farm for the one guy. We saw that in the past. Ricky Williams. Go back into the NFL past. Sold the farm for Ricky Williams. He leaves the league after a couple years.
Yeah, Herschel Walker trade.
Like, it's happened time and again. You can't just bet on one player. So tanking inherently can only get you so far in the NFL. That's why I don't think it is an epidemic of an issue. The other reason that I don't think that you can address it the same way as basketball is because it is strict reverse order. It's not like the top or the worst 10 teams all go into a hat and it's like, all right, who might get it? Like, no, if you're the worst of the worst, you automatically get the first pick. So if you're like, you know, between the 5th and 10th worst teams, there's, you know, like, yeah, you can move up or down a spot, but like you're not incentivized to like blow every single game by pulling your starters midway through the season, a la basketball.
Yeah, a la Utah Jazz.
Right, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're like the 5th or the 6th worst team, you still have a pretty good shot at getting the number 1 overall pick because it's a lottery.
Yeah, you still get the ping pong balls.
Right.
There's still a chance.
There's still a chance. Whereas in the NFL, like, no, you're 6th worst, you're 6th worst. You can't, there's less of an incentive to continue tanking if you know you're kind of already in your position. But to circle back to Seguno 002, his point, or her point, their point, I agree that if it is an issue, if it becomes an issue, if all of a sudden next year we go and we see like 10 teams racing to the bottom, like, yes, it should be addressed.
I mean, it could, because the next draft is the other Manning. It's his debut.
Archie Manning? Or, no, we already had Archie Manning. Is it Arch Manning?
Arch Manning, whatever the new Manning
The fourth
is.
Manning.
The fourth Manning, yeah.
The forthcoming.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Oh, boy.
I mean,
do you think there could?
Maybe I'll be eating my words.
That could be the harbinger.
But here,
after seeing that,
here's
Peyton
my point.
and Eli both had 2 Super Bowls. I don't know. Would you want to?
But again, here's my point. After a certain point, you can't tank enough because the way because it's reverse order and because there's tiebreaker rules. Like, you get to a point where, okay, if you
have to be the worst.
You have to be like 0-17.
Right. You have to go Browns.
Yeah, if you're 1-16, you're not getting Arch Manning. So, like, unless you commit from the very beginning to losing every game because of how tiebreakers work and because it's strict reverse order, it's harder to effectively tank. Whereas in basketball, you don't even have to like tank all the way to the bottom. You just need to be like 4th or 5th worst.
Yeah, and then the lottery can help you.
And the lottery can help you. So, but that being said, if there are clear signs, like by week 8 or 9, if you notice, hey, that's weird, that team is playing the same players they did during the preseason. Then
they're
yes,
benching all their starters.
Steps should be taken to penalize teams or dissuade teams from intentionally tanking. They should still put a competitive product out on the field. Hard stop for all sports. At the end of the day, it's a product that you're selling to fans. You should still put a competitive product out on the field.
You know what I'm really surprised hasn't been said about this whole NBA tanking chaos and all this stuff? What about the sports books? I would think that's a huge red flag for sports books to want to put out like their odds and their point spreads and stuff if you're not sure a team's going to put out their best foot forward.
Yeah.
Like how do you judge like a point spread if you don't know the 5 starters are going to be there the whole game?
that's an interesting angle to take. Have you noticed any like changes or differences? Like, I mean, you're the one that's kind of. You don't do a lot of basketball, though.
Here and there. I haven't seen a whole lot. Maybe in terms of like player props, I'm sure that's been affected. Because
I'm sure, yeah.
Those things rely on a full full game of play. And then the NBA already had a scandal with that with I forget his name.
That's right. The one guy was like,
Porter? I think it was Porter. I forget it.
He's like, I'm injured.
Yeah,
I have to leave.
He would claim he would get hurt in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then all of his friends bet his under, and he would win, and they would all win money. So I'm surprised the sports books haven't been more up in arms, or at least we haven't heard about it yet.
Right.
I would think they would be leading the charge against this anti-tanking movement.
Yeah, that's a good point. We'll have to see how that all plays out because, yeah, you're right. Usually these things don't become an issue until the money is affected. So we'll see. As soon as the money starts getting affected, then we'll see real change.
I bet you it will soon. If this tanking goes, we are only there's 30 games left in the NBA season.
Yeah,
we're not even at the 3/4 mark.
And they're already benching the starters. Yeah. So like I've never seen that personally. I've never seen that in the NFL. Even when the Eagles had bad teams, they still played their starters. And maybe my sample size isn't good enough because I'm not like a Browns fan or a Jets fan. But every time the Eagles play the Jets or the Browns late in the season, like you still get their starters.
Yeah.
You know, they're not benching. So like I appreciate Seguno 002's point and I appreciate the question. But I ask in return, like, when have you watched NFL games where you're seeing like huge amount of starters being benched, you know, with 7 games left in the season? Because that's what the equivalent would be.
Maybe it happens like 3 or 4 weeks left to go.
Maybe. But even then.
It usually comes to a point when they're eliminated from playoff contention. And something like that.
Honestly, at that point, if you're already eliminated, like football is a violent sport, you don't want to injure the franchise guys. Like there's also other reasons, and I guess they can like cover up.
What if players that, you know, you might be looking to trade, you don't want them to get hurt.
It's contract year.
Something like
year,
that. Yeah.
So like it's not always just strictly tanking for better draft position. I think that it's really, really bad in the NBA because they use a lottery system and because a single player.
And also, speaking of trades, the trade protections, those are tough to swallow, too.
In the NFL, you don't have
trade protection. The only thing you do is swap, maybe.
You can kind of do things where
you
it's
can do
like
some swaps.
You can
best position available, something like that. But you can't outright be like, I'm not giving you my first round pick.
Right.
Like, no, that
you can make the trade so that it's like, oh, if X player has, you know, certain amount of playing time or certain like number of sacks or whatever, that, you know, a third rounder becomes a second rounder or something like that. Like it always goes up, it never goes down.
Or never just
or never gets blocked.
Right. Never. There's no outright blocking.
Right. It's like, we'll trade you this guy and maybe we'll give you a first round unless it's real good.
Right.
That's an insane. There's a lot of things that incentivize tanking in the NBA. And I think that is what's driving the quote unquote issue, is that the NFL doesn't have a lot of incentives. You get one guy. That's it. You still got to fill 52 other spots.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're going to see that this offseason as it ramps up because we're about to hit March. So get ready for free agency.
That's my March Madness.
Yeah. It will be fun because there's going to be a lot of big names hitting the free agency market in the NFL. So we will keep you abreast on that as well. But thank you to Seguno 002 with that response.
Great discussion. Love it.
Yeah, very interesting. And there is another piece of fan mail that we're going to get to when we come back from the break. It revolves around entertainment, so it will be in the entertainment entree. So don't go anywhere if you want to hear that, as well as some other interesting topics like Warner Brothers. We're going to have an update on that. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
And then, of course, we have the non-fortune cookie odd news all coming up, so don't go anywhere. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby, Barnes & Noble, and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
The Crispy Noodle Podcast. Did you hear this?
All right, in this story, we have an Asian man in Alabama who is offering $10,000.
That's his first mistake. If you're Asian and you're in Alabama, yeah, he's lost is what he is.
Oh, what all this? What is gunrack? Roll Tide. I love a bear blind. Very good. Roll Tide.
The Asian man in Alabama is offering $10,000 to anyone.
That's 4 billion yen.
$10,000 or 4 billion yen to anyone who can set him up on a date that leads to a relationship that lasts at least 6 months. 29-year-old Renlu Yu.
Just give it to the broad. She'll take it.
Yeah.
Tell her some payment plans. You win.
$10,000 is 6 months. What is that going to do? You just get that $10,000, go get the finest hookers you want and bang her out, and then you're good. Like, what is 6 months got to do?
Chinese dude buying $10,000 hookers. You know what $10,000 can buy you in hookers in Alabama? They're gonna buy you like a hooker farm. They're like,
he's winning.
If he doesn't like teeth, he can get it for 10 cents.
Oh, he said like a bargain deal.
I gotta hear more about these hooker farms.
I know, right?
Know more about
He's a hooker farm. That's good.
Are they naturally raised?
Grass fed. Best sucky for $42. They come from bonsai tree. When he's banging, he goes, Osado esiodo kamote yadeyo. That's from the Karate Kid.
Yeah, you mix it.
Daisa, come here.
Mr. Miyagi, crane kicking.
No, hooker farm, come here. Banzai, Daniel-san. Banzai. He walks in.
What kind of hooker can I get?
Choose.
Wax on or wax off?
Up, down.
In, out, in, out, in. Ooh, that feels good. In,
Daniel-san,
out,
remember when I
out.
told you paint the fence? And then sand the floor.
You're the best story.
Never gonna keep down.
Check out thecrispynoodle.com.
Oh, yeah. We're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. All right. We are moving right along from the world of sports. But we're still going to continue the fan mail when we officially launch into this next segment. So stay with it with the entertainment entree.
This is the entertainment entree, featuring news in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
What is that? I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
Do a barrel roll. To barrel roll, press C or R twice.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
It's time for the entertainment entree.
All right, officially in entertainment entree territory. Fan mail. This is from Jackie Bam Bam. He wanted to ask me this question. He wanted to know what I thought about Tobias Forge officially announcing that Ghost is going to go on a break. Everybody that knows me knows that I am a big Ghost fan. I've seen their show multiple times. I don't even know how many times it's been. Yeah, this news, Tobias Forge gave it in an interview right before the last tour event that he had on the Skeletor, which he was doing right now, and it's officially over. Yeah, it's sad to hear because Ghost is one of my favorite bands. And I just thought Ghost, they were just churning out just great album after album after album. But, he's been doing it now since 2010. It's now been, 15 going on 16 years if he kept going this year. And he's released 6 albums as Ghost. And, I think it's a well-deserved break for him. He cited that he wants to be home with his family. His kids are 17. So this is kind of his last, for lack of a better word, last hurrah, of him being home. Yeah. While the kids are there. So I'm a little, of course I'm disappointed, because I would like him to keep making more stuff, but I understand, and it's a well-deserved break. But I am going to be a little sad that I don't have a new album to look forward to, or a new era, or a new Papa, because it seems like this is going to be it. I think Papa 5, especially since, for those that are in the lore, the lead singer is usually Papa Emeritus and then the number. But Papa 5, for this last run, his stage name was Papa 5 Perpetua, and that kind of makes it sound like that might be it. Or at least, at the very least, this is going to be the ending note for right now. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering, Mikey, Mike's. That's funny.
Talking nothing.
There we go. Yeah.
I was like,
I don't
can't
hear
say
Mikey.
anything.
There you go. All right. So yeah. You like Ghost a little bit. Do you have any feelings on this?
Yeah, you really turned me on to Ghost through just sheer exposure therapy.
Yeah. I was like, you gotta check this out.
Like more Ghost. No, I really got turned on to them the past several years. And yeah, I mean, it's a shame. I was really digging the direction of their last few albums. I liked the sound and the kind of how every album was like a concept album. It told like a little story. It had like an ebb and flow through the pieces. But I am sad, but there's a part of me that wonders, like, is it better to just go out on top and not, like, you see so many rock bands that just like stick around, and it's like, you probably shouldn't be sticking around. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, where do you sit with that? Like, is there a part of you that's like, this feels like the right moment? Like, even though, like, yes, you always want more, is it not better to go out and remember them fondly rather than just watch them like decrepitly fall apart into dust?
Well, I kind of view this like Succession.
Okay.
I love Succession. It's easily one of my top 5 shows of all time.
Right.
And when I heard that season 4 was going to be it for Succession, I was so bummed out, because I was like, that's a story you could just keep going on and on. As long as, as long as, I'm trying to, in case you want to watch Succession, as long as the successioning doesn't happen,
right?
You could write that story and just keep going, But there was something to it that they decided to close it off and end it at season 4. And to me, that made like the whole series as like a whole gold.
It makes it more special.
Yes.
I think.
And that's what I'm kind of feeling that way with Ghost, is like, I would like to have more, of course. And this may not be it too. I mean,
right. This could just be a break. It could be a hiatus. And sometimes that's what a band needs in order to come back with like something bigger and better or different or whatever.
Yeah. But if it is the end of new Ghost music or lore, that's another thing too, is that people have been saying that maybe it's the end of the Ghost lore, because kind of writing a whole script and a whole theme for every single different era maybe that needs to,
it was
go
all
away.
it was all very high concept. Different characters, different eras, different. He did didn't he do little YouTube shorts of
and he still was doing it. Yeah,
different things that happened between the albums. Then he did a movie, and there was
he did a full-blown movie last year.
There was
2
internet
years ago.
postings and things like this. There was a whole world to keep, moving, and so he's probably just looking to get back to music, just music.
Yeah,
not the whole expanded universe, the Ghost cinematic universe, if you will.
That is kind of what it was. Yeah, that is true.
You had to watch YouTube videos and go to the live shows and listen to the albums and then research it and go on the subreddit, and he probably just wants to play music
at this point. Yeah,
maybe he wants to spend a few years with his kids as they're getting ready to, I don't where are they from? Do they go to college? Sweden. Or whatever I forget what they call it. They go to university, they say, or
same thing.
Or A levels or whatever they call it in Europe. And maybe he wants to spend some time with them before they do that, and then maybe he'll get back to just writing simple music. It doesn't have to be some crazy thing, you know.
Yeah, he might just write music just to, just write music. Maybe it's not Ghost, or maybe it's not the whole storyline or the church storyline or anything like that. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what he does. But, it is, definitely it was definitely sad to hear that it was definitive and it came directly from, it was weird. You would kind of think that if Ghost was going to stop, you would almost kind of think it would be some sort of mysterious event or some sort of...
He would do some big thing involving the larger lore you talked about.
The frickin' stage would collapse on Papa or something. That's it. That's the end of Ghost.
Right.
You think there'd be some sort of actual ending event or ending YouTube or something, something like that.
Satan finally appears to them and says, "You've done enough, my children."
Yes, you would think something like that would happen. But, to just see it in an interview. It was
so that leads me to this questioning then. Do you think the end is anticlimactic, given everything they laid out? It sounds kind of like that's what you're...
I mean, if this is the true ending of Ghost and this is how it ends, it would be kind of anticlimactic.
Oh, okay.
But, you can only control so many things.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure... He really has been going at a pretty good pace.
You said 6 albums in 16 years?
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
And multiple tours and all the YouTube videos and then a concert movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it did add up for all. And then EPs too. We did 5 EPs. So, it is a lot of content. I mean, I can't hold it against him if he wants to, take a break.
Yeah, you can't stop him from seeing his kids. That's weird.
And that that's a great reason. When all is said and done.
Yeah.
You only get to see your kids for a certain amount of time before they become their own person. So I can't blame him. I'm not going that route because
how dare that?
There has been a certain fan base that's been you're at the height of your popularity, you're going to stop now.
Right, and?
Well, yeah, right.
I mean, that's for fans to take that view just seems...
So it's a small segment, but some have. But, I understand, and I'll still gladly go back and listen to all the entire Ghost discography, and I'll be happy with it. But I am sad to hear if this is, there's definitely going to be a break. I hope it's not the end. I hope he does come back and he has, more new inspiration, and I hope he's in a better spot. But it is definitely a little bit of a bummer to especially see it in a magazine headline. It was wow.
It's like a press release or an interview, not some flashy exit. Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been cool. The devil comes up and just swallows the band.
It would have fit their themes a little bit better, but alas.
Yeah. So, Jackie Bam Bam, thank you for that question. I appreciate that. All right, now let's get into the segment where Mikey is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend with new properties in the entertainment landscape. let's launch into This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what do you got for the people?
All right, well, this week in entertainment, there's only one big thing that you have to keep an eye out for, and that's in the world of video games. Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green are both coming to Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 this week. These are the 2004 remakes of the original Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue games from the Game Boy era. This is the only way to replay these original Pokemon games on modern consoles. So it's not specifically Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue, but it's the remakes of those. Now, I've played Fire Red as well as the original Red, and let me tell you something. Fire Red is definitely the way to go. I'm sure there's a lot of older Pokemon fans that I just want Pokemon Red or Blue. I don't want the fancy remakes. Let me tell you, it is nice to play with a full color display and some of the quality of life changes from those original games. So don't poo-poo it too much. Go check out Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green. If you're an original Pokemon fan, these are the remakes of the originals made modern for modern day audiences and consoles.
Why does it go from blue to green, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, they don't know their colors.
I have no idea why they decided to do a color change like that, but
yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, it is weird because the original games it was blue, it was red and blue, it was Charizard and Blastoise, and they went from blue to green and they swapped out Blastoise with Venusaur. I have no idea why.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. So, well, you don't have Switch, but what do you like? You played the original Pokemon Red and Blue, right?
Yeah.
Or one of them.
Yeah, I was blue.
You were blue. I was red. If we knew each other in grade school, we could have traded.
Yeah, we could have completed the 150 collection.
What a great marketing scheme.
Yeah. You're going to get two versions and you're going to like it.
Money-hungry bastards. Anyway, that's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
All right, Mikey, thank you for that segment. All right, let's get to the update on Warner Brothers. What is happening, Mike?
Yeah, just a quick update. I didn't think we'd need an update, but this is a truly weird acquisition story that's been going on for months now. Where we left it last is that Netflix had secured the sole, agreement to move forward and acquire Warner Brothers Discovery. Paramount was trying everything they could to get in one last word, one last offer, and WB was like, no, until today.
Oh, no.
Paramount ups their offer again, and both Warner Brothers and Netflix are like, fine, you can submit your one final best offer. So Warner Brothers is open to hearing Paramount's final best offer.
The evidence has been falsified!
Yeah, so apparently it might not be over yet. Now, here is what the industry insiders are saying. They're saying that Warner Brothers is now going to offer an all-cash offer of $32 per share. That's up from $30 per share.
I declare bankruptcy!
I was looking for like a flashy number, like $140 million billion jillion dollars. No, it was just like $32 per share. I'm like, I'm not going to do the math. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know I'm not going to do the math. But apparently it's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Because there's like a
million
however
shares many shares there are. Yeah. They also are offering more guaranteed money if the deal falls through. This is something that's written into both deals, that if it doesn't pass regulatory hurdles, that the acquiring company will be like, sorry, here's $1 billion. So Paramount is offering $7 billion if it doesn't clear regulatory hurdles. Isn't that kind of like a weird money-making scheme, don't you think? Like, oh, we tried to do it, but we couldn't. Here's money. Like, I don't know.
Well, to me, that sounds like Paramount is so confident that if this
doesn't
through,
pass regulatory hurdles, yeah.
This is going to pass.
Yeah, they believe it's going to pass.
They're going to call up their connections.
Paramount is owned by Viacom,
right?
Who owns CBS. So anyway,
yes,
it's fun living in a dystopia. They are also offering 25 cents per share for each. 25 cents per share for each quarter beyond September that the deal does not close. So they have written into the agreement that for every quarter that the deal doesn't close, they're going to increase the share price by 25 cents. So they not only have they given...
This is like a weird interest or something.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Not only are they offering more guaranteed money if it falls through, They're offering more upfront all cash in the offer. They're also saying, hey, look, the longer this drags on, don't worry. We got you. We're going to give you an extra quarter per share for every quarter this drags on. So in their agreement, they basically have written these escalating clauses that will constantly keep upping the share price. Rich, do you think this is it? Do you think Warner Brothers finally turns away from Netflix?
I hope not.
Or and goes to Paramount.
I hope not, because
that'd be pretty sad, wouldn't it?
It would be sad, and you're gonna lose Netflix. Netflix needs this Warner Brothers deal. They need to expand their library content. Paramount knows if they get this deal, they knock out Netflix. Netflix will not. They'll hang around for a little bit, and some time, but eventually this is going to lead to their demise. You need to have a library and a catalog of past media to really sell your media services, and right now Netflix really doesn't truly have it.
It's very, very expensive for Netflix to produce content.
Yes.
Because they, like you said, they rely so heavily on original content because they don't have vast libraries. They have to license this stuff. Like, everybody's out there really, well, yeah, but I can go watch X, Y, and Z show on there. Yeah, but they're paying for it.
Yeah.
They can't just...
Paramount doesn't pay for CBS.
Right. Paramount doesn't pay for it. And, you go on Peacock, you can watch The Office. That's free for them.
Yep.
You go on Paramount.
They don't pay for anything NBC.
Exactly. You go on Paramount, you watch all your Nickelodeon, all your CBS. They don't pay for that. It's already been made. It's just in their library, right?
Disney Plus and Hulu have ABC.
ABC and Fox.
And Fox, yeah.
So...
Netflix doesn't have that. They don't have that level to go back on.
Amazon acquired MGM, so they have the MGM library. But Amazon also has God-tier money, so...
Yeah, and they're just going to reap in more.
Yeah.
Because everybody orders from Amazon.
When you look at the streaming services that are forced to produce original content, it's really Amazon, Apple, and... what was the other one? It just left my mind. Amazon and Apple are two of them that have to constantly produce... Oh, and Netflix, duh. We just talked about them. They have to produce their own original content. The difference between Netflix and the other two are, obviously, Amazon and Apple are widely diversified. Other services, hardware, Amazon has the whole delivery monopoly. Apple has... Yeah, I say here with all my Apple products, a big cult following for their hardware and services. So they're fine. They don't need to worry about cash flow, right? But Netflix, they only have their one thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. This is the problem.
Nobody thinks Netflix can go under, but of all the streaming services, I do believe they are... It's not like they're hurting for money, but they're on the least stable footing.
Right. They're on thin ice.
Like, worst comes to worst, Disney's like, cool, here's 120 years of animation history.
Right.
Worst comes to worst, Peacock, NBC, Universal, they're like, watch The Office again, you fat slobs.
Netflix only has Stranger Things and Peaky Blinders and House of Cards. Oops. Sorry, shouldn't mention that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I mean,
there goes that one.
Stranger Things, Netflix definitely built a nice library for itself, but they do lack those alternative revenue streams. Like these other traditional production companies, they have ticket sales. They have, they have all this like historical like merchandise and licensing deals, right? Like how many action figures are they selling? That kind of stuff. And Netflix is, when you think of it in the grand scheme of like these production companies, these traditional studios, they're so new and so young at it.
Yeah. So this is why I'm afraid of this. If Paramount wins, we're gonna lose. You're not gonna lose HBO Max. You're also gonna lose Netflix. I feel like.
Yeah, there's some other geopolitical issues with the Paramount if Paramount were to acquire WB, we're not going to get into it too deeply, but you guys can connect the dots. I'll give you a hint. It's Saudi Arabia. Less of a hint and more just telling you. But yeah, there's problems with the deal. I don't like it. Neither acquiring company is a good option for WB, but
Netflix is the least evil.
Yeah. If you had to choose a lesser of two evils, it'd have to be Netflix, I think. But anyway, that's the update, and we'll see where it goes.
All right. All right. And then real quick, we have an interview you want to mention.
Yeah, just real quick, here's a bit of news that we didn't think we'd be talking about anytime soon. The Bioshock movie, yes, that is still in development for more than a decade.
You mean developmental hell?
It's developmental hell. Well, now there's a year attached to it because there was an interview with the producer. The producer said that production is scheduled to begin next year in 2027 after more than
good for you.
Really?
Is this more of a I'll believe it when I see it kind of thing?
I don't trust. We've been hearing this since Bioshock, first bursted onto the scene. Like, oh yeah, then you're gonna make a movie out of it, and then it never came around.
Well, hear the rest of this interview and let me know what you think about this. So, a few things also I want to get your opinion on. Netflix has apparently scaled back the budget and the scope. It's now a more quote-unquote personal story for Bioshock.
Okay.
And the producer said that Netflix and Take-Two want the movie to, quote, coincide with some potential new incarnations of the game, end quote. Rich, what do you make of all these different little tidbits coming out in this interview? 2027, a more personal, scaled-back story, coincide with some kind of Bioshock game? We don't know what kind of game, just an incarnation of a game. Does that mean a mobile game?
Yeah,
Does that mean a free-to-play
know.
game? Does that mean a remake? Does that mean a new game? Like, what do you make of all these points?
I don't like it.
The whole thing from top to bottom?
This just sounds like buzzwords and marketing soup. Like,
okay.
I don't see anything concrete here.
So this whole interview, top to bottom, the year, the tidbit about the personal story, the coinciding with the game.
Yeah.
This is all a pipe dream to you.
We have been hearing this for 15 years?
Bioshock Infinite came out in 2012, 2013, I think.
I mean, it might be close to 15 years we've been hearing, they're going to make a movie, they're going to make a show, something that never came to fruition. It has always been deemed like too much money to make or be too violent to recreate.
Yeah, it's that weird combination of like too much money and too violent, and that really scares off studios.
Right. And you don't want to go the other way. You don't want to sanitize it because then it's not Bioshock. Then it's not.
No, because it doesn't land as hard.
Yeah. So this whole thing just sounds like a whole soup of just corporate speak, and you might as well attach synergy. Oh, we're gonna have synergy.
They're gonna synergize between the
we're gonna have
movie and the
synergy
game.
between the potential new incarnations, and no, this is word salad with crap soup. I don't trust.
I honestly had forgotten that the Bioshock movie was actively being developed by Netflix. I just assumed that it had stopped.
Yeah, I will believe it when I see it. This all just seems just like hype.
So
trying to hype something up.
So you're in the mindset that unless you see concrete details or trailers or something, the movie's not happening, and you have very little hope or faith.
I'm not going to get excited. No.
Yeah.
And even then, when I see something, I don't know, because they could scale it back. They could sanitize it. They could.
My worry, with the word, I need to take issue with the word personal here. Personal is not a word that I would ever use to describe the Bioshock story. Because for people who have played the game, the first one, you will know there is no personal. The main character doesn't have a name, doesn't have any speaking lines, he doesn't say or do much, and there's a narrative reason for some of these.
Yeah.
So the use of the word personal, I'm like, that's a curious choice. They're going to give this nameless, voiceless character... and for those who have played the game, I'm being vague because it's one of the best plot twists in all of video game history. For those who have played the game, what backstory? How are you going to make a personal? I'm just saying.
I don't like it.
I don't know. I mean, well, I'll give them their creative liberties. Maybe they could blow us away, but my rule of thumb is that the longer something is in development, you have to think of it like this. Every project starts at 100%. When you have the inception of the idea, it is perfect. And the longer it takes to see it through to the finish line, it's like the percentage, the ceiling decreases. I've never seen a movie that's taken 15 years to make, comes out, it's like, wow, that was the best movie I've ever seen. It's a good thing they took that long. I've never seen an entertainment release like that.
Yeah, like the only thing I can think of like that is or Other Side of the Wind. the Orson Welles movie that they found like 60 years later, and then someone stitched it together.
Did you like that?
I mean, it was like cool. I was like, wow. Like I was happy that it came to light, but the movie itself is not a good movie.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, sure, like these things can come out, but they're not going to be good.
I like it for like the meta reasons.
Yes, I see what you're saying. I tried watching it. I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. But it's because
it was incomplete.
It was incomplete, and then
they were just like, sure.
But you have another guy. I forget his name now off the top of my head, but you have another guy trying to piece together.
Yeah.
What Orson Welles wanted, what the movie studios wanted, what Netflix wanted. It's just all over the place.
It's like an experimental avant-garde like thought experiment, not like a movie.
Right.
I remember starting it and I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah.
So do you fear the worst for Bioshock in a similar vein?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks.
But I still love Bioshock. I hope against all hope that one day there will be a fantastic Bioshock movie or TV series.
I will definitely watch it, and I will definitely be disappointed. But I'll still definitely watch it.
Yeah, I think that might be the case. Anyway, we need to abandon ship off the entertainment entree and go to our lifeboat that is...
something not disappointing.
The non-fortune cookie odd news.
Snack time!
Oh no, what have you done?
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Oh, Howard, excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
You've opened up the non-fortune cookie odd news.
Holy shnikes.
I don't make this stuff up.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts! That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Oh, it's Hoagie Fest. Let me pull over this asteroid. What?
This is the non-fortune cookie odd news.
Oh, these cookies!
Put that cookie down now!
What does Rich have in store for us?
So, sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure to empty the bladders, go to the bathroom, because you're in for a hell of a ride.
All right, odd news time.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news. Here in this segment, Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird and wacky story and he keeps it hidden from me, which ensures my genuine gut reactions to hearing this story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
Oh, yeah. You know we were going back there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
All right. Well, this is what I meant by sometimes like you got to wait like a week or two. So
yes.
we just got through Valentine's Day this month.
Right.
Which, by the way, heads up for next year. Valentine's Day is on Super Bowl Sunday. We got to do something about that.
Whoa.
Yeah. We need to have some sort of convention, or we need to reschedule Valentine's Day. I don't know. We got to do something.
It's just going to be a busy weekend.
We cannot do this the same day.
It's just going to be a busy weekend. You got to do something Saturday and Sunday.
No, reschedule Valentine's Day next year. For the love of God.
You can't reschedule a holiday.
Why not?
You can't be like the 4th of July is now on the 8th. It doesn't work that way.
If you do it with enough time in advance, yes.
Well, the clock is ticking.
Yes, I'm trying to get the word out on this. This is going to be a ticking time bomb. This is going to explode relationships.
There's going to be a lot of people very upset.
Yes, so please.
Who makes holidays?
Who makes the rules? I don't know.
International Council of Holidays, ICH.
ICH, please. You need to do something about this. It's going to destroy a lot of relationships. Anyway.
So this is odd news from this past Valentine's.
Yes.
I assume. We already had one last week of Valentine's, didn't we? Wasn't that the flower one, or was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was the flower.
That was the flower one.
Yeah.
That was a really quick one.
Yep. In this one, though, we have another argument. This actually might be from the future. Who knows? But this was a Valentine's Day quarrel with a Florida man and his female companion. After they were having some dinner, that is when authorities say that 27-year-old Theodore Anderson and the female victim started to argue about their fidelity towards each other. Uh-oh.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
That
is not a good sign.
Yeah, that is not a Valentine's Day appropriate target.
Nope.
Target topic, if you will.
No, it is not.
No. What? How did it even come up? Like, what do you?
Yeah, what was happening? Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right.
So at some point, that topic came up, and that is when tensions became very angry. According to the cops, that is when Theodore Anderson took 2 Chick-Fil-A spicy chicken sandwiches and repeatedly struck the victim on the head with the chicken sandwiches.
There was a bit of a nastiness last night, yes? Some very extreme nastiness, yes? Yes.
So they're dual-wielding chicken sandwiches.
This guy is dual-wielding two chicken sandwiches over the girl's head. Boop, 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 boop.
And it made that noise, too.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of logistical questions. One, were they still in the bag? Was he whipping the bags around, or did he have the sandwiches out of the bag? It was just kind of like bashing, because it's different.
I think they were out because they said they were starting to have dinner.
So he grabbed the 2 sandwiches and was just like smashing them into her head.
You bitch.
That seems really like not effective, right?
Yeah, that seems like a very dumb way to fight.
Yeah. And not that I'm trying to give suggestions. I know, this is not by any means advice. Let's get that clear.
Yeah.
But there's probably items that are more effective at getting your point across than a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
But again, that's not advice. Do not do that.
And also, you're wasting food. Good dinner.
I know. The spicy chicken sandwich, too. That's delicious.
And
Come on.
Chick-fil-A, that's like high-quality fast food.
That is.
Don't waste the Chick-fil-A.
This story is making me want Chick-fil-A now.
Yeah, we can't because it's late at night. They close.
I know.
Then don't listen to this story on a Sunday. Oh, God.
I know. That's a whole other problem.
You might as well be in exile at that point.
So he's wasting food. He's fighting ineffectively.
Yeah.
And also, don't hit your significant other. That's not cool.
Yeah. The female victim started to yell, which caused nearby neighbors to call the police to the apartment. Also, at some point, Anderson then grabbed a styrofoam cup of blue Powerade from Chick-fil-A and dumped it on her as well.
There was a bit of a nastiness last night, yes? Some very extreme nastiness, yes? Yes.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
That must be actual audio.
Yeah. Maybe you should have gotten one flower, something.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have been a little bit better to head into this Valentine's Day dinner.
Do you think the argument started over the Chick-fil-A? Like, oh, great, Valentine's Day, and here I got 1 spicy chicken sandwich. What's this, a medium waffle fry? Couldn't even splurge for the large waffle fry?
And a blue Powerade?
Blue? I said red. Red Powerade.
It's Valentine's Day.
Red for hearts and Valentine's Day.
It's not that hard. Come on.
God.
It's not that hard to do.
The straw that broke the camel's back? Only 1 cup of Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, that's the worst.
Come on now. Straight to jail.
You got to give me sauce.
Straight to jail.
Sauce boss here. I need
sauce boss.
I need multiple layers of sauce.
You do love a well sauced anything really.
Thank you.
Burger, ribs. If there's sauce involved, yeah.
I need sauce.
Get that sauce. So that I'm assuming that's what the argument was. Where she was like, "Do something nice for me for Valentine's Day," and he's like, 2 sandwiches.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
And Powerade. Isn't that good? Isn't that what most women want? No.
That's what my woman wants. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
If I showed up Chick-fil-A, she'd be ecstatic.
I think everybody would. Everybody loves. Who doesn't love Chick-fil-A?
I don't know.
Psychos.
Insane people.
Insane people. Like, come on.
I'm just saying, though, a really nice Valentine's Day gift for me would be Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I'd be thrilled.
Right. I would love some Chick-fil-A. All right. So the cops arrived. They noted that the female victim was covered in the sports drink.
Oh, no.
They noted, too, that even though Anderson admitted that he used the spicy chicken as part of his attack, the chicken itself did not break apart. I love that. Why is that noted in the police report? Thank you.
Well, officer, clearly I didn't hit her too hard because the chicken stayed together.
Is this inadvertently a weird promo? Like, hey, look how...
Chick-fil-A, your sandwiches will stay together through domestic violence.
Yeah, like what? Why was that
Other
noted?
chicken sandwiches fall apart at the first punch. Our sandwiches stay together.
Nice and crispy.
Nice and crispy.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
Or is he like doing like,
is he doing like, is he really giving it his all? Like, is he really?
I hate to say it, but you don't sound very powerful if you can't break a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, come on. It's only a little tiny thing, you know?
Yeah. Come on, man. Anyway, I don't know why that's noted in the police report. What police officer was like, put that down?
Write that down. That's important. That's important.
Hey, that's important.
Maybe the point was, how could he have used it as a weapon if it didn't show signs of being used as a weapon?
What? I mean, they're talking about the actual chicken itself.
The sandwich or the chicken?
The chicken.
The chicken so the sandwich was destroyed.
The sandwich is destroyed because that's everywhere.
But the chicken itself, that's a full piece of chicken.
Is this like a magician? Like, is a magic act? Like, oh, behold, the chicken is okay. But look at the carnage that is
I would love to see the cops taking this like super seriously and photographing the chicken on the floor and then picking up with like the little gloved hands and putting it in the baggie, sealing it up. Evidence.
By the wasteland of condiments, you would have thought that the chicken would have perished or broken apart, but nay, it is.
But nay,
it is in one piece. Like what? Why are we mentioning this in the police report?
I don't know. But I like to imagine now that that's exactly what the cops are saying. But nay, it has in fact remained intact through turmoil and strife.
Yeah, like overly verbose police recorder. Like what is happening here?
It does appear that the sandwich was used in accosting the female victim, and yet, alas, the chicken is whole.
Like why? Yeah.
What say ye? What say ye?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Why was that noted in the police report?
Crazy.
All right. Well, whether or not you believe that that's the case over whether or not he was actually using force, it doesn't matter because he's still going to be charged with a misdemeanor charge of domestic battery.
That makes sense.
And he spent a day in jail before being released on a $5,000 bond. So I guess he did not have a good Valentine's Day.
No, he did
because he was in jail for a little bit there. As well as the judge said that the perpetrator cannot have contact with the victim. So I guess that relationship is officially done because you can't legally see her now.
Well, remember, this whole thing started with questions about their fidelity.
Yeah.
So the relationship probably already on the rocks. Then he's like, guess what? I got Chick-fil-A. Like, that's not... I just imagine he's a dope.
You cranked up the dope factor to like 11.
He's a dope.
Yeah. I got Chick-fil-A.
She's like, you cheated on me again. He's like, yeah, but I got Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I thought that's romantic.
I thought that was romantic. And then the fight starts, and then, because he's...
And I thought you liked blue Powerade.
That's really what set it over the edge.
Yeah.
Was the blue Powerade.
What?
It is an inferior drink. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't do the Powerade, the Gatorade.
Why would you get Powerade at Chick-fil-A?
There's so many better options.
Like, you're not...
Coke, root beer, Sprite.
But thinking about this, like, you're getting Chick-fil-A. It's fried chicken. You're not eating healthy. What, you think a Powerade's going to save you? Like,
Is Powerade supposed to be healthy?
I don't know.
It's got power in the word.
Power, yeah.
Power, health.
I thought it was good for you.
I'm going to make it.
I thought that was good for you. It said power in it.
It's a power. I want to empower you.
I want to power the sandwich over your head. But he doesn't have any power because the chicken, the chicken didn't break.
No.
I love how
he didn't drink.
Why do we keep coming back to the fact the chicken didn't break?
Because it's such a weird thing to note.
Alas, the chicken did not break. The power was not yet attained.
I do love the fact that I just imagine the sandwich is completely obliterated, but they find this chicken patty and they're like, wow, it's fully intact. I better note that.
I'm going to write a novel about this.
Yeah, right.
The Lord's chicken.
The Lord's chicken.
That did not break on this day.
This is like a fabled
Saint
piece
Valentine's chicken.
The rightful. You make it sound like this is like some kind of sword in the stone. Like the rightful heir to the throne shall be able to break the chicken. He has tried and yet he has failed. He may not sit the throne. We shall not bend the knee.
This man may not doth head this woman to bed. She is disappointed.
You are not permitted to bed this woman, for you have not proved your strength in trial by chicken.
For someone that doth order Powerade, you doth have no power.
You lack the power. You say that you have drank. You have not drank of the power. Crazy. I don't know what kind of alternate world we're creating.
What world does... Who saw the chicken and was like, put that in the notes?
That's the important part.
Wow.
No notes about injuries. No notes about what started the fight. No other notes. But the status of the sandwich, absolutely crucial.
Yes, very
absolutely
important.
crucial.
This is the concern.
This is Florida police work at its finest.
Yes. Thank you.
How did it start? Don't know. Did
Just some sort of fidelity.
Did the victim have injuries? Don't know. What was their excuse? Don't know. How was the sandwich? Oh, the chicken was whole and intact. Not a mark on the sandwich whatsoever.
It's almost a miracle.
It's almost a miracle.
It's a miracle chicken.
Do you want to read the 3-page report I wrote on the chicken patty? No, we want to know what happened to the victim. The victim. Oh, yeah, the victim. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
She's fine.
She's fine. But the chicken. Let me tell you about the chicken. So it was a spicy chicken sandwich. The patty measured 2 inches by 3.5 inches. It was a little bit flatter than normal. Like,
it was double fried.
It was double fried. I like the idea that there's just like this enormous amount of detail about this chicken patty. Nothing at all about the incident of the victim.
Right. They don't care about the victim.
The judge saw this and was like, wow, should we break for lunch?
This is actually really making me quite hungry.
Right.
Someone ordered me Chick-Fil-A.
Like, can you give me one of these indestructible sandwiches?
I want to try this for myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's going through the head of police reporters.
I don't know.
There's
a crucial detail.
Key piece of information there.
That's what broke the case.
Yeah.
Unlike the chicken. The chicken unbroken, but the case broken.
There you go. That's what I have for you this week in the non-fortune cookie odd news. Oh, and with that, we got to start wrapping it up. Yeah, I don't know, man. Who are they hiring? Are they just hiring ex-English majors?
No, ex-Chick-Fil-A employees.
Ex-Chick-Fil-A employees? I don't know.
Wow, the chicken looks so complete, unbroken, and delicious.
Fantastic. Well, something else that is unbroken and delicious, that is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. You can count on that every week. We want to thank you guys for watching and supporting our little show. If you like what you heard, make sure you go to thecrispynoodle.com. Make sure you follow us on social media. But most importantly, make sure you have a way to get the podcast episodes sent to you every week. We have two main ways to do that. First one is on our YouTube page. Go to YouTube and search Crispy Noodle Podcast and hit that subscribe button so that you get the first bulletin when the podcast goes onto our feed, and you get it right away into your YouTube account. The second main way is we put the video podcast up on Spotify as well, and you can follow the show there. And you can also put the podcast on the background in Spotify and listen to us as an audio-only podcast. And then, if you have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you can take us on the go with you. So if you're driving around Florida and you're reporting on the next crime scene, you can take us on the go with you using Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well.
That's right. So many ways to get in touch with and check out the Crispy Noodle Podcast. But if you need to get in touch with us individually to share your sports, entertainment, or odd news stories, just like Seguno 002 did.
And Jackie Bam Bam.
And Jackie Bam Bam. Thank you both for your input. You can find us individually on Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I am Robert Schliebig, RICHLIEBIG. Or you can leave a comment in the YouTube channel where we put the videos up. So you can also leave a comment there as well. But for right now, I think we're going to have to wrap it up. It's been a very good episode. Oh, man. Lots of interaction. Very happy with it. Thank you, guys. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys
later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.